I'm here in Indianapolis. It is the Brickyard 400. Well, really, it can be like 410 or whatever. I don't know how many laps are going to get restarted into overtime. We'll figure that out. We don't think. They're thinking. So Bud Wallace is the current race leader, but we're about to come to the choose. For those of you that's new in the NASCAR,
go from last to first. He is lining up fourth on this restart.
Now, I am not going to get mad if Hamlin wins. Hamlin just needs, out of the big four races, Hamlin has to win just one, and it's the Brickyard. He's won Southern, Daytona, he won the Southern 500, Daytona 500, Coke 600. I know about the Coke 600 on his own.
This weekend to stay with Joe Gibbs Racing, who he's been racing.
Let's see, Hamlin won the 16, 19, and 20 Daytona 500. Won the 2010, 2017, 2021 Southern 500. Won a 22's Coke 600. I was there for that one. So he could possibly win the 25 Brickyard. Now we're coming to the choose. There we go. So here's how I would choose. If I was now, it doesn't really matter. I'll probably choose inside if I was Bubba, outside if I'm Larson. And if I'm Byron, now Byron Hamlin, I think Hamlin restarts with Bubba, and Byron restarts with Larson. No, I was wrong. Byron is restarting behind Wallace. What the hell? Plot twist. Plot twist. Everyone was saying that Byron is going to restart behind Larson, but no, that title goes to Barry.
It's a bit baffling. And for the race fan, I'm also, a little enthused that it's not about teams. Like at some point, I want to see the stars settle it. I know they're teammates, but if William Byron thinks he can win, and that's where he thinks he can connect from, there's a part of me as a sports fan that I don't really love hearing about all the organizations. I want to see William Byron do it. William Byron was. Let's remember, a year ago, Brad Keselowski was on the front row, ran out of gas coming to the restart, had to turn left.
Freaking plot twist. I don't know why I see that insane, but Byron should have restarted behind Larson. And him, oh my God. Who's gonna smooch them bricks? Hopefully we can find out about this many minutes. I'm doing alright. I'm doing okay, just enjoying the end of this race. Oh, I thought I was still wearing one of my Kyle shirts, but I'm nervous to see how this race is gonna end. Now, they're thinking that everybody in the top, they're thinking that everyone in the top 5 rows cannot make it the distance. If we go into a second overtime, they don't think they're going to make the distance. But only driver I'm concerned for is the race leader, Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace is the control car. Coming to overtime, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Waiting for the pace car. I'm going to say what I say at the beginning, except for my boogity. Except for when I say boogity, boogity, boogity. Pace car's off. Fields in hands of Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson, William Byron, Denny Hamlin. 5 miles plus be left. Wallace in the restart zone. Green flag is in the air. Great launch by the 23, they said. Going off turn 1, Larson. Side by side with Wallace. Off in turn 1. Still Wallace. Wallace is going to clear going in turn 2.
23 to the lead. Larson won't be able to do the crossover down the back straightaway.
1.5 laps to go at the Brickyard.
We see Blaney jump out of line, but it's Larson and Bubba. Oh, got a crash in the back. There it is.
Caution. Going in overtime number 2.
45 though. mentioned several cars getting damaged. And the 54 trying to get it stopped. He's like, I got $1 million here, guys. Let me just slow down here. Reddick gets caught up in that. Yeah, Reddick's choice to pit is going to end his day early.
I'm pretty sure Wallace, Larson, Byron, Hamlin, Berry are not going to make it.
Hated for Zane, who was running 13th and in line for a solid finish. Here's 5.
I'm going to have to go to my couch.
Depending on how quick they get it cleaned up, we still need to be okay here. Duke and Jeff taking first, like you are.
You know, I like everything about Cliff Daniels except for his monotone nature, because I can't tell how confident he was in that statement. You know, I'm an emotional type guy. He's very even-keeled. Let's see how Zane Smith can turn around here down the back.
Larson pitted a couple laps after Wallace. So they're probably about the same. I'm doing good. They're probably about the same on fuel. Sorry, I had to charge my phone, so.
See if there was a block. Here we go. Zane's blocking a little bit low. The 20 just gets hooked and turned into him. I don't know if Mr. Hector bad push.
Who's fun? Yeah, that. Wow.
I think he was trying to cross him over and caught the bumper. Yeah.
For a second, I thought I was going to say white flag in about a couple minutes. And I was literally about 20 seconds away from saying white flag. Wow, some big hits here.
Piece of contact there.
Reddick started on the pole last year, finished second. Crash late today takes him out of contention.
If you want to know what I'm messing with.
Yeah, it looked like maybe Christopher Bell just misjudged. He was trying to dive late to do, you know.
That's good. You're doing well. I appreciate that. I'm just over here watching the Brickyard. My heart was racing. I'm glad. I wanted it to keep on racing because this race was getting good. And for a second, I thought we were about to see Bubba Wallace win a race. I was actually at his last win, his one of 2 wins. I was actually at that. I was at the second win.
That is terrible. Is a great way to put it. Yeah. That was just terrible.
What about the leader, Marty? This could very well end Bubba Wallace's shot at the Brickyard 400. This was from Charles tonight just moments ago. Listen.
Keep saving over here, Rick. Obviously not in a good spot on fuel. At a minimum, we got to get to when pit road is open.
At a minimum, Steve, he said we have to get to when pit road's open. And I think the Knight's issue now is he's worried that Bubba Wallace may not be able to make it back around until pit road is open. They also told William Byron, very high chance we're going to have to pit as well. So that'll be first and third that feel like they have to pit before the second overtime, if that comes to fruition.
Man, that's just... 5 minutes. I've said it multiple times. 5 minutes before the rain came, just a handful of laps. Bubba Wallace doing everything he could do. But all of this disappointment, though, I just want to go back to the start of the day. Dale, you and I were down on the desk. We talked about what it was.
So Wallace and Byron has to pit.
About what it was like to win here. And all of this disappointment and turmoil and challenge and stress is what makes what Jamie McMurray got to experience so wonderful, right? I mean, that's just it. You and I have lost way more races every one, but we just know how much it means when you are able to kind of put everything together.
Larson running second, Alan.
And Steve, you talked about the monotone of Cliff Daniels, Kyle Larson's crew chief. You don't hear worry on the radio. You just hear him reminding, hey, we are in a better fuel situation by 2 laps than Bubba, about 3 laps better than Byron, so they feel confident. Again, they went through every scenario, should he run out, go to the reserve, all that stuff. But don't hear the worry on the radio that they're about to run out.
I go back to Bubba Wallace, and you know, you don't want to lose the lead here.
I think Hocevar is good, but I don't think anybody in the top 5 is good.
Not only do you not win the race, you think about the points battle they're in, and now now you have to make a stop, and maybe you don't get back around and all those things.
Pit road's open right now. Green light's on. They're coming through turn 4. So
I'm not going to pick my phone back up until
good.
we get back green.
Just having to pin out of the lead of the Brickyard 400.
Oh, like, no,
Doesn't
do
look
it.
like, will they do it? Doesn't look like he's going to do it.
He's not.
Yeah.
Nope. They say, we're going to run out of gas. We're going to just... Pit road was open that time. No takers. I think we looked to the right. The light's green, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Green light. And old man.
Living on the edge.
Well, now I'm confident we're going to have a third. Because somebody's going to step on the dual pedal and it's not going to go.
Marty?
A lot of debate on the radios. If they, I'm hearing on William Byron's radio, if they choose next time, it will be really close. If they go one more lap, they cannot make it. So they might have to come down pit road. And I will tell you what, since that radio communication from Charles tonight to Bubba Wallace, there has not been a word spoken on Bubba Wallace's radio to say, hey, come to pit road or anything like that. Not a word as far as I've heard.
You start thinking about choose here. Bubba goes inside again, you assume. And last time William went behind him as Larson went to the outside. But I noticed something Larson told us here over the weekend. He said last year when he chose the inside behind Brad Keselowski, one of the reasons was we felt like he could run out of fuel, and that would allow us to restart on the front row. So if you're Byron here, you could be sitting in the catbird seat to get on the front row if Bubba is to run out of fuel. Something to think about as you manage the choose in these last moments in this race.
Letting you guys know, Ty Gibbs has already won the in-season challenge.
There's a lot to untangle.
Marty?
And Charles tonight did say, stay out, save for your life. So Bubba Wallace, maybe a playoff spot in front of them, maybe a Brickyard 400. They do not know if they have enough fuel. And they just told William Byron, we should be coming to the choose. It will be really close, but we too, not pitting obviously. So if they choose here, Steve, these teams think it'll be really close to make it. If it really goes one more
I'm gonna pick my...
they choose, they can
When they're about to hit the restart zone, I'll pick my phone back up, but I'm just playing my Rubik's Cube right now.
That tells me we're coming to the choose. I'm old school. I know we talk about the radio, but I remember the Saturday night short track days, so that's the guy that was in charge of everything. So
The margin of being a hero versus feeling the heartbreak in the Brickyard 400. Going to be double overtime.
They deal with a ton of emotion.
I like to have... So, the pattern I actually like my Rubik's Cube, for those of you besides like the solve, is I like to have stars
You ran all day long to put yourself in the
kinda on like all my faces.
and put on, on top of that, you got some cars coming to pit road. Chase Briscoe looks like he's coming down the pit road now.
yeah, so Briscoe, he had to throw the towel in, right? Pit road's closed this time. They closed it a month ago, so he just supposed to be a fuel issue for the 19.
Alright, here we go. Choose time.
Bottom 23, bottom 24, let's see. Yeah, he continues to pick the bottom. He doesn't want the outside.
The other thought here, Larson's already had one crack at it. So now you have a little bit of a glimpse of the game plan of what Bubba might try to do. Does it get more difficult if you're driver 23 to hold off someone of that caliber on a restart?
Bubba's one of the best in the series with restarts. I think he's got to feel pretty confident. Take a look at the last restart. The 21 of Josh Berry. So the 23 of Bubba gets a really good launch, almost clearing himself, trying to get over in front of the 5. But Josh Berry is pushing this Scott Carl Larson back up. To
Thought my phone was charging.
Giving Larson a shot there. Giving an opportunity to offer to turn 2.
Ooh. Yeah, I literally thought that right there the race was over.
Probably not going to get this awesome, incredible push from Byron.
Sorry, somebody tried to call me, but I'm live streaming right now.
Behind him there, push him. It didn't look like it worked out. Outside line was more organized. Bubba would love, though, to get another great launch and see if he can clear right in front of that 5 car.
What do you want to switch on? What do you want to switch?
What do you want me to do with the switches?
Yeah, at this point, some guys run the fuel pickup split for a little bit of.
All right.
There's no reason for a heads up. You know that, but if you pick up some fuel flipped on, and if it sputters
Prior to the restart zone. Flip the switch prior to the restart zone.
All right, so what they're trying to do there is just make sure everything's full, right? So
Who said that?
and then flip it.
Was it Wallace's crew chief or Larson's?
With the banked racetrack, you know, high banked racetrack, sometimes bumps on the yellow like a Talladega or a Dover. Here, with it being flat, should be pretty good to keep the fuel where it needs to be.
I think you figured
I'm
out.
nervous. Yeah, I'm nervous.
I'm nervous for Bubba or any of these guys up front to run out. I'm also nervous for the guys in the back to avoid what kind of chain reaction that might create, right? We've seen so many accidents sort of toward the 10th, 15th place on that back straightaway.
Pace car's off.
In the Brickyard 400.
They're approaching a restart zone. How's everything gonna be? Overtime attempt number 2.
This time the watches are really even between the 23 and the 5. Side by side, door to door, down into turn 1.
Byron is still on Wallace. Wallace is going to take a little bit of advantage. Wallace is going to clear again.
Right there with Larson.
Bubba Wallace gets it done again.
Wallace is pulling away.
Turn 2.
Will we stay green? Do that?
Down the backstretch.
Big question.
They can get back around.
1.5 laps to go again.
In the race. And they're getting aggressive in the back of the pack, down the back straightaway, into turn 3.
But this time what I just said might actually be true.
Oh, we're going to come the cars up the racetrack. So far, all good. Coming back down the track, out into turn 4.
The white flag is going to go in the air.
2.5 miles worth of Sunoco fuel.
White flag is out. Next flag ends at 1 lap to go for Bubba Wallace. Larson not going away.
Bubba Larson. Entering turn 2. Down the backstretch.
Larson with a bit of momentum down the back straightaway. It's not going to be enough.
I didn't think he was going to have enough fuel, but he might.
Byron's out of fuel, Steve.
Byron's out. I didn't think Bubba was going to have enough. But he might. Off of 4. Darrell Wallace Jr. 3rd career win. No fucking way. No fucking way. How did that happen?
Good job, boys.
I didn't think he had enough fuel.
Make sure they get the fill. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother.
And Ty Gibbs wins the $1 million.
Toyota wins.
Woo! Thank you guys for watching.